All right, what's going on, everybody? Day 2 of the comeback, living out of my car edition. So yesterday I told you after my lift that I was gonna go to the store and I was gonna get food with protein, fiber, all that, but I had no idea what it was. So I'm gonna show you right now what I came up with. So one of the things that I got is this right here. It is basically organic chili and it's in a can. Now, like I always say, in a perfect world, it's so much better to go home and make some food, but if I'm living out of my car, this is one of the best options that I have. We want to try to be as organic as possible. Now, one of the reasons that this food is going to work really good for me, because I'm in the process of rebuilding muscle. If you're losing weight or you're not, or like building raw muscle is not your ultimate goal, there's still usable information in this video, but this one might not be for you, but stay tuned. So right here, out of this whole can, which I can't believe I'm talking about eating canned food right now, but it is what it is. 26 grams of protein for the whole can, 63 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fiber. Folks, that's really good ratios. Now the micronutrition, potassium, iron, calcium, vitamin D, I mean, I don't really know how viable those numbers are in terms of micronutrition. Whenever it comes to the micronutrition, I definitely prefer other things like what I'm about to show you right here. So like I always say, juicing is my number one way to get all that micronutrition that I keep talking about. But since I'm living out of my car at the moment and I'm unable to use my juicer, this is what I'm gonna do instead. So I went to Whole Foods today, did some shopping. I've never bought any products like this. I've always just juiced. I've never been in this situation. So we're gonna see how this works. This is what I come up with. Now the big thing about this, once again, is it is USDA organic. And I want to touch on something real quick. Some of these supplements and all this stuff you see right here, and this really goes across the board for anything that you eat. For example, there was a product like this, but it had beets in it and turmeric and all kinds of stuff, but it was not organic. I'm asking you, please, out of the love of my heart, never eat anything that's not organic that was touching the ground. Because if it was touching the ground and it's not organic, it 100% has a slew of heavy metals. So even though a product like this, if it was like a beet product, like a beet powder product, that's great. But if it's not organic, I'm telling you, avoid it. So whenever it comes to your micronutrition, I promise to God that you want to see as much of that as possible. And especially if you're juicing, like all your fruits and vegetables, you need USDA organic. So what this is going to do for me is going to help keep my micronutrition really high. It's like I tell people all the time, a healthy body is going to build muscle faster than a body that is not healthy. And this is one of the big ways to stay on top of that. You've got to keep those vegetables. Now, I'm going to eat as much vegetables as I can. You still need it. There's no, I don't care how much of this stuff you have. You still have to have a solid diet. But in this case, I'm doing the very best with what I have. And this whole process is going to improve. You know, it's only day 2, but that's what we got for now. So if your goal is to lose weight, or if your goal is to be healthy and strong, but not like all out building muscle, stay tuned, because I'm going to make more videos about that kind of stuff. Because in general, there's 3 different kinds of diets. Now, I mean, we can nitpick it into several different categories, but in general, there's the folks that want to live for a long time, and there's the folks that, you know, want to live for a long time and be strong and healthy, and then there's the guys that they just want to be world eaters, whatever it takes. We work out as hard as we can, 24/7. We don't know what a governor is. Like it's just wide open. Don't know how to turn it off. So recognizing which one of these 3 categories you're in is going to definitely help you identify like what kind of food and how your diet needs to look. And I'm going to be talking a lot about that. By the way, if you have any questions about any of this stuff, shoot me an email. We will talk about it. And I promise to God, I will not try to sell you anything. And I love you guys. Y'all take care. And see you next time. Tomorrow, actually.